Hi YouTube, how's it going today, you guys? I wanted to stop by and chat with you guys about one of the ways that I got my fertility back after being on the IUD, the Mirena IUD, for 5+ years. So before we went to try for Harrison, I was on the Mirena IUD for, it was like 5.5 or 6 years. I went the full cycle with one, so you can have them for 5 years. And then I had gotten a new one about, I want to say it's like 6 months to a year before we decided to start trying. I had not had a period the entire time. So before I had my Mirena IUD removed, I was reading on some message boards and I read some horror stories, you guys. I read that some women never got their fertility back. I read that some women, it took a year plus for them to conceive a baby. And I was freaking out. So I started, as I do, researching things. I pulled YouTube videos, I pulled blog articles, all kinds of things. And the one thing that came back in all of my searches to increase fertility, even if you've never been on birth control, is maca root. So this is the brand of maca root that I take, and I usually use this one or the same brand but gelatinized. So it's this brand. It just makes it a little bit more potent when you're really trying to balance your hormones and that kind of thing. So this is a raw organic source. So you'll see later in my tips that you definitely want to make sure that your maca is high quality. So this is what I use. I did want to put a disclaimer in this video. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is advice from my personal experience. This is something that worked well for me. But before you start taking any supplements, you should check with your medical provider. All right, so you're probably wondering, if you've never heard of maca before, you're like, what is that? Like, it's just, I've never heard of it before, so what is it? So maca is a root vegetable, and it's grown way high up in the Andes Mountains by farmers over there. And it's actually been used for like thousands of years. It was first used by the Incan farmers who lived in the Andes Mountains. They would take it daily, and they also gave it to their livestock. When they started incorporating this regularly into their diet, they noticed that they were producing more babies and that their livestock was producing healthier babies. So it has been a fertility treatment for years, for thousands and thousands of years. And when you are going to get your maca root, you can either get it in a powder like I have, or you can get it in the capsule form. So you can take it like a herbal supplement, like any other supplement you would take. So some of you are probably wondering, you're like, well, what does it do, right? So maca has something in it called an adaptogen, and this adaptogen will work to balance your hormones. And the way that it does that is that it works on your endocrine system. So that's going to be your thyroid health, that's going to be your hormonal production in your body, and it's going to just regulate all of those systems. In addition to being an adaptogen, maca root is also high in amino acids, fatty acids, phytonutrients, vitamins, and so much more. It's like a super supplement. So even if you're not trying to get pregnant, it's something great to add into your daily routine and to have to regulate your hormonal health. And both men and women can take maca as well. There's multiple forms of maca. There's red maca, there's black maca, there's just the regular color maca. I think it's like yellow maca is what it's called, that I take. So if you're both looking to increase your fertility, again, both men and women can take maca. So give it a shot during your trying to conceive time for both of you to take it to sort of balance your hormones. So men might want to try the black maca, and women are going to want to try the red and yellow color maca. So how do you use maca to balance your hormones or to regain your fertility? So the first thing that you want to do, and I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the video, is that you want to make sure that you are using only high quality quality, organically sourced maca. Anything that you're going to put in your body as like an additional supplement should be as high quality as possible. It doesn't really make much sense to me to put a supplement in my body that I know is full of like GMOs and or like pesticide toxins that won't really help. I mean, it might help a little, but it won't help overall in the health of your body. So make sure that you are using high quality, organically sourced maca. And again, like I said, you can take it either in a powder form or you can take it in a capsule. And it's really great either way. I've heard success stories from friends who take the capsules, and I had my own personal success story with my little baby Harrison with taking the powder form. And then as far as dosing goes, with the powder, I usually take somewhere between 1 to 3 teaspoons of maca daily. And what I do is I will either put that in a smoothie, I will add it just to like water and then drink it. I can add it to foods, I can add it to soups. Really, the possibilities are endless. And the reason why I take the powder is I've never really been very good at swallowing pills. It's kind of uncomfortable for me and I can't really do it. So I choose to take the powder instead. If you want to, you can just take the capsules, and on the bottles, it'll give you proper dosing suggestions for those capsules. So it really just depends on, number one, what kind you're taking, what color you're taking, and who is sourcing it. So check on your bottle of maca capsules if that's the route that you choose to go for dosing instructions on that. So I hope that this was super, super informative for you guys, and I highly suggest that you head out and grab some maca. It is available online. I've seen it at Whole Foods. I've seen it at local grocery stores. I've really seen it all over. So I'll leave a couple of links below to where you can purchase maca, and I'll leave a link below to the maca that I use in particular. So again, I hope this was super informative. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button below. And if you want more trying to conceive, fertility, baby parenting, family, any kind of videos that I do, hit that red subscribe button below. I would so love to have you with us. And by the way, have fun today.